We're going to try and remove these menu items we have in our menu right now. These 4 ones, we don't want them to be shown, only to be shown once we actually hover over them. In our CSS, if you can load this, find this, so somewhere around your navigation, you can start punching in code for this. We're going to do something called nav ul li ul. And I'm just going to quickly show the code, and then I'm going to explain what it actually does. In this, we need something called a display. Now, we've been using a lot of flex, if I can spell it correctly, we've been using a lot of flex here. But in the case where we just want to hide something, basically, instead of having flex, we're going to write none. So what this actually does, let's click save, go to browser and test. Now this navigation is completely done. We can't even hover it yet. It's just hidden right now, basically. So we're going to use hover a little bit later to actually show it again. But for starters, we need to not show it. This is the first part of starting to create a drop-down menu. We also need, if we want to do the design here, I actually have a hover over this, so a background color. So we're going to add some of this to this video as well. Basically, you need to have your nav, ul, li, and then we have the hover here, so the pseudo. And here we're going to add a background color. Let's do this, and I have a already predefined setup for this color, 17A, like so. Should be some blue. Let's just test what it does. So once I hover, I have this background color. It's fairly simple. It's kind of what you did with your navigation. But back to what this actually means, the ul, li, ul. So what we're doing here, we're telling the system to look for into the navigation part. So in our HTML, we have our navigation here, or in this case, all the way the blue column up here, or row. Then we're telling it to look into something called a ul, which is the next part of this. And then we're telling it to look into an li, which again is the part where it says Empire Rules. And then we're telling it to look for a ul. So if an ul exists within a li, which exists within a ul, and so on, it's going to display none. If I did delete the li ul, I'll just show you what this actually does. So now the entire menu will actually disappear. But because we're using this, we're targeting our CSS a little bit more and being more specific on what it needs to hit. So this is a start of how we can start creating our drop-down menu.